Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Tier 3 winner for the Arty Day competition. It's an M7 Priest. It's located on the north spawn of Himmelsdorf and it's under the command of General Disturbance. Yes, it's my entry again as one. The M7 Priest, well, it's the Tier 3 American 105mm gun, 410 Alpha. And this beautiful skin was created by Jazzy based on an actual tank and an actual M7 Priest. Game started. Okay, you can see I'm headed for the railway lines. And somebody wanted to platoon me with me straight away, but unfortunately, no, I wasn't going to do it on this occasion because I was going to be focusing too much on making sure I get hits, and I get bumped by this T29 on my way over and wasn't particularly happy about that anyway, but anyway, I set up and started looking for targets. And the thing was, there wasn't any targets and I wasn't happy about the position. I saw some explosions off there in the distance and I thought, somebody's right at the back of the map near the water tower. So I take up a new position. And what I didn't know at the time was there's a sexton right next door to me. But I did actually spot that a little later. And you can see he's firing onto the banana. I saw him. And now I was looking for the enemy. And unfortunately I couldn't see because that building's still in the way. I'm pretty sure there are some enemy over there, but this situation looks a bit lopsided. Most of our forces are on the east side of the map. And the forces on the west side, well, they're not really going to help us very much. So I decided I'm going to be a bit unconventional and unorthodox in this game. I thought that the cap would fall. You see that Panzer 1C, he's approaching our end of the map. And the T18 HMC, I think he had the same idea. Try and get as far south as we can on the east side of the map, because at least then we're protected with the rest of our teammates. Okay, as I go past the T18, and you can see in the distance the sexton just got killed. So if I had actually stayed there, I probably would have been killed by the M2 medium, the Cruiser 2 or the Panzer 1C, who is showing in the west side of the map. So I did make the right choice to come over this side. And I'm going to carry on up the hill. And there's an enemy in our cap now. And he's just killed the Type 91 that was near the cap. And we're 2 tanks down on the enemy at the moment. So things are not going well. And I was thinking, did I make the right choice and should I go back to get a reset on the cap? But no, I carried on. I thought, no, I'm sure I will be able to make this better. And what I'm going to do is see if I can actually take out the enemy Arty at the other end and then start capping. So rather than go down the right entrance, I'm going to go down the left side, straight to the cap. And the enemy are capping again. And you see there, 2 of their tanks actually came up the ramp that leads to the castle. So again, if I'd actually stayed around there to try and shoot at the cap, I would have been dead. So I know I've made the right choice. And I approach at over this area here, so they can't see me until I pop out. Okay, I've popped out, there's nobody there. Okay, so continue. Go around the tram because that would actually slow me down. We're approaching the cap. Oh, there's one. It's the enemy M7. And I shotgun him straight away. I'm not going to let him get away with it. But I've now got a 17.26 second reload, which is quite long. But it's all going to be finished in 4 seconds. Now we're capping and the enemy's down. And I look round the corner and there's no Arty there. That's where the sexton was seen. He's not down that end. There he is. Okay. I will lock on, he fires at me and he hits my tracks. So I fire one back at him, but remember he's got a 25-pounder gun which will reload much faster than I will. So I'm going to get behind cover because obviously he's going to shoot first. And at this point I was considering shooting when he came around the corner. But what I didn't realise at the time is if you look up that avenue to my right, there's an enemy tank. A BT-7 Art is just aiming at me right now. And he gets a hit into me for 63 hit points. So I decide to go. I'm loaded. And I shotgun the Sexton out of existence. So 2 Arty kills. And there's only 2 left on the enemy team. They killed all the others at the other end. So, where is the last enemy? It's an Arty. It's a Su-26. And he must be somewhere around here. I don't think he would have gone north. We spotted him. There he is. Lock on. And he fires one at me. Gets 68 of my hit points. I'm down to 9 hit points left. And shotgun him right in the face to win the game. And that's the victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's not an ace tanker, it's a first class tanker in this game. But I did pick up a counter battery. I took out all 3 enemy Arty by shotgun. And I also picked up a duelist badge for taking down 2 tanks who damaged me during the battle. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, actually, I got 6 in this one. And I also picked up a Starks medal, which is very unusual. But yes, I did get damage. In fact, 3 times. All 3 tanks that I took out, or in fact, actually, the Sexton 2, the priest I hit the first time didn't damage me at all because he was AFK. But the Sexton 2 did fire at me and hit my tracks. So I actually blocked all the damage that he did at me. The BT-7 hit me and he did do some damage, but very, very minor. And then the Su-26 did get around into me and that did do some damage. In fact, took down most of my hit points. And he was about to reload and fire and try and kill me when I shotgunned him right in the face. So, yep, I killed 2 enemy tanks. I lost 2/3 of my hit points. In fact, I only had 9 hit points left. And I survived the game. So, Starks medal. Let's have a look at team score. I didn't get the highest damage in that game. No, that goes to the Panzer 1C. He's managed to get a high caliber and a top gun out of that game. And his win rate for the game, 21,331. Now, I wasn't sure, but I did check his stats afterwards. And I think he's a bit of a seal clubber. Or he may be because he's got a 54% win rate. And something like, I think it was something like 25,000 games and a 6,000 ratings. So he may be a bit of a seal clubber, I'm not sure. But anyway, 1,438 hit points damage for him. 469 for the M15. He picked up a cool-headed. And I got 266 and the Starks medal. The high score on the enemy team was the BT-7 who put a round into me. He got 565 and 3 kills. When it came to base XP, it was the Panzer 1C who got the highest, 1,295 for him. I managed to get 434, and the next high score after that was the M1542 with 430. I fired only 4 rounds in the entire game. I got 3 direct hits and 2 penetrations. I think actually the penetrations was definitely the Su-26. Yep, no doubt about that. The Sexton one, yep, definitely no doubt about that. And I shot the M7 Priest in the ass, but it should have been a penetration, but it wasn't. But it was enough to kill him anyway. So let's go back to detailed. I did damage of 266 hit points and all of it was at close range. I received 3 hits from the enemy. 1 was penetration. One was a non-penetration, which was the one into the tracks, and 2 hits as a result of splash damage. And one of those came from the BT-7 Art, as I said, and the other came from the Su-26. I spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 3 of the enemy, killed 3 of the enemy, and on the credit side earned 11,154 credits. And after repair and ammunition resupply, and at this level the ammunition is really cheap, I actually took away 9,533 credits. And on the XP side, I picked up 651 times 2 for the first victory, took away 1,302 altogether. The winning base XP was 434. So yes, sometimes you just have to take a game by the horns and, you know, go for it. And in this instance, I thought that I had a chance with an M7 Priest to actually dominate the enemy Arty. And the reason I know this is because in another game on Himmelsdorf some time ago, I actually shotgunned and ram killed several enemy tanks before they finally got me. And so I know this little Arty is incredibly tough. They built 4,316 of these, and they even sold them to the British. We had them at Aslains. But the British went for the Sexton instead afterwards because, of course, they could use the 25-pounder gun on that, and they have plenty of 25-pounder ammunition. They didn't have a lot of 105mm ammunition, which is what the Americans used on this Arty. But it's a very nice little Arty. It's a tough Arty based on a medium tank, so it can ram kill. And yeah, that was a great fun battle, wasn't it? To actually shotgun 3 enemy tanks, that was really, really good fun. So if you enjoyed that battle, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We've got more replays coming up and more of the winning entrants from the Arty Day competition. Thanks for watching.